Hey guys, it's me again. Just to make a little update video. Sorry, phone buzzed. Anyway, so, yeah. Just do a little update video. I'm gonna make another video later when I get home. Just got off work. Uh, okay, anyway. Sorry. Like, weird ADD. Phone buzzes and I have to look. Anyway, so. Okay, so I'm making this video. I want to ask about, or talk about, get maybe discussion started, I don't know, something. But, I've noticed, and it's happened to me a lot, I'm gonna kind of subject this as, like, personal power days. And what I'm referring to are certain days out of the year, or week, or month, or whatever it is, however frequently, where you sort of notice that you're slightly more able. You know, things just tend to work out better. If you're casting any kind of spell, if you're doing any spell work or magical workings in any respect, whether it be, you know, performing a ritual or reading, maybe doing some divination type work, but it tends to work out really, really well. Like spot on, like almost like fucking like scary good. And or maybe you have like wishes that come true, and you know, you sort of just go out your day and you're sort of like, oh, I wish this would just happen, or you know, you're waiting in line and all of a sudden you're just like, oh my god, I wish this line would just move faster, and it just sort of does. And so I wanted to talk about that because I've had that happen to me quite a lot, and it tends to happen on my birthday, on or around my birthday. I'll get really super like amped with like extra energy that sort of ends up getting channeled, or I guess like triggered by my emotions. Like if I, and this has happened, and I'm not afraid to say it, and I mean, I'm not, well, hey, let me tell you what it is, and I'm gonna explain, and I'm not trying to be like all badass or like they deserved it or something, but it happened, and I didn't realize it. I didn't realize what it was until afterwards, until it happened more than one time. But I've noticed for the past 3 years, from when I was 18 until I was 21, for all 3 or all 4 of those birthdays, I'm sorry, not all 4. It stopped when I turned 21. But when I was 18, 19, and 20, I had occurrences happen. And these were, well, what ended up happening, two of the time, what happened was, or twice this happened, where I was driving along, going to work, and not in the biggest rush, but, you know, just trying to get to work on time. And it happened where I'd be driving, and there'd be a car behind me or next to me, in the lane next to me, and they tried to cut me off, and they'd cut me off. Now, when they cut me off, it's a natural human response to get kind of angry, and you kind of get pissed off, and you're like, ah, you piece of shit, you know, why'd you cut me off? Because you try to not let them cut them off. I see that they're trying to cut me off, and I'm like, you know, speeding up, and they just end up cutting me off anyway. And so, both times, instantly, right after they cut me off at an intersection, these people have gotten huge accidents. Right in front of me, if not right in front of me, right after I pulled away. And it's just been really intense, and it scared the crap out of me. Because it happened once, it happened twice, and the second time was kind of close in terms of like almost being me in the accident. And I'm telling you, these were major accidents. These were not like a fender bender or anything. This was like a full-on smash, and just the car just got destroyed. And I'm almost certain one of the times that the person probably died, because the car flipped over and it rolled over. It rolled and then flipped over, and it was on its back, or on its roof. And so twice that's happened where they've cut me off. And one other time, it happened where they didn't cut the person. What happened was I was driving along to get somewhere, and the person was trying to not cut me off, but just trying to get in front of me, trying to change lanes, and I let him go. And I said, no, and I wasn't gonna let him, and I was like, you know what, fine, screw you, we'll let you change lanes. You're gonna be an asshole. So I let him cut in front of me. He cut in front of me, and at that moment, right after he cut in front of me, a car. It was being chased by a cop. This guy had gotten away somewhere from wherever he was at. This car ended up going into a driveway of I think it was like a Taco Bell or something, and then pulling out the other side and cutting off the person in front of me. Or not cutting off, basically running into the person in front of me, and that was the person that the car just got smashed, destroyed, car flipped over, and I swore the person died. Right in front of me. It was a green light, and I had stopped because I saw the little situation happening, and the car that was in front that cut me off, that guy ended up getting the car got destroyed. And it scared the crap out of me. Now after that time happened, the third time, I was, just because of the law of three, I was just out of my way, beside myself, going, oh my goddess, the next time this is gonna be me. And I got really, really nervous. And it ended up happening where I got into an accident, but it was a smaller accident, which I was almost amazed in terms of the amount of damage that got done to me. It was almost no damage done to me, but the other car was in pretty bad shape. And there happened to be, and God has saved his life, there was a child in the car, and what happened was, I was pulling out of a driveway, and I had stopped, waiting for traffic, and I thought it was clear, but it wasn't apparently clear, because a car had just turned onto the big street, and she came speeding down, and she ended up sort of clipping my car, or I ended up clipping her car, and it sort of clipped the passenger side, the rear passenger side, and I'm telling you, the goddess was there with me. She saved that child, because the child luckily was in the middle seat and was not on the end, and nothing happened to the child. I was amazed, because that car, I'm telling you, that whole panel just got destroyed. Sorry, and the right wheel, that whole axle thing just fell off, and the car was just on three wheels, and it spun. And luckily, nobody really got hurt. The cars were a little bit, obviously her car was banged up, my car was okay, but it scared the crap out of me, and that time I was mindful of it. I knew, I was like, oh my god, it's my birthday, something's going to happen, I need to be careful. And I was careful enough, but apparently I wasn't careful enough, and I got into an accident. But at least the damage wasn't too severe that time. And I think it was because it wasn't any kind of anger-induced sort of thing. And so that was that. And this year, again, I was being mindful of it, and I wanted to make sure I didn't do anything stupid, making sure I wasn't going to get upset over anything, or channel it, if I was going to get upset, to channel it in a positive way, so it wouldn't cause any kind of major harm and kill somebody or something. And it was okay, but I did kind of get high in terms of like a magical high. You know how when you feel right after a ritual, when you're kind of like in that moment, and you're just high off of the ecstasy and the joy and the happy and the power. And I had that happen, and I ended up muttering a little something, and it rained. It ended up raining the next day. And it was a pretty good rain, and it was a little bit cold, and there was some winds, so it was a pretty nice thing that happened. And again, I mean, I know some people are gonna say, well, that wasn't you, that was probably just the weather, you know, but I'm telling you, dude, I've tried that several times, and I'm almost certain either me or my sister is a rainmaker. We can make it rain, almost on call, within a few days. That week, it will rain. If I don't know if it's my sister or I, but one of us, if we say something about rain, if we mindfully put out, it's gonna rain, or rain dance, or anything like that, and she kind of jokes about it, that it will happen. And I'm telling you, it did happen. It rained, and it was pretty good, and it wasn't like a sprinkle, it rained. very well. If you were in the area where I'm at, you will know what I'm talking. If you were in the LA area, it rained pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to get you guys' opinion if that's ever happened to you guys. If maybe on your birthday or any other special days that you might have among yourself, maybe like on your I don't know, anniversaries or special days or something, I don't know. But any kind of day, do you guys have any days like that where you sort of feel really up and energized and you notice that things tend to happen really, really quickly and sort of seamlessly with no real effort? So yeah, I just want to get you guys' opinion. I'm going to be heading out because I got to go to my grandparents' house. I think they have something planned for me, I don't know, I'm kind of apprehensive, but whatever. So yeah, talk to you guys later. I'll be making another video later tonight, and it'll probably end up getting posted at the same time this one does, because it's just easier to post all at once instead of posting one, waiting, and then having to post another one. So anyway, talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys are having a great evening, day, rest of the week, whatever you guys are at. So love and light, blessed be. Bye.